What's up, everyone? My name's AJ Wrights Crypto. Let's get into it. It is Thursday, May 2nd already. Dude, this year is like, didn't the ball just drop? It's already May. What's happening over here? What's happening? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Nick L, Andy Lee, Brian Bootyhead, Mr. Mojo. I am a grogger. I like that name. Shout out to that guy. Hey, me too, man. Me too. Chauncey Peppertooth, a.k.a. my best friend in the entire world. Lee F, the base silverback, everybody. So good to see you all. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hello there, JC, SWFL Crypto. Easy Eats. That's a new name. Welcome to the show, man. Cool. We got about 50 people in the house already. I know we're just getting started. But damn. Crypto's confusing right now. Crypto's confusing. Lee F, I'm here to go broke with you all. Hey, man, me too. Me too, bro. That would suck. That would be quite unfortunate. But man, like, crypto's putting up a fight. You know, like, it is kind of a part of that conversation where, you know, you're falling down the hill, right? You're falling down the hill and you hit 56 and then you wake back up to 59, right? And then I'm like, wait a minute. Are we just gonna, is that just a pop up to break back down, or is this a breather? Like, you know, like this is a tough time. It's a tough time, but, you know, I also kind of realize, well, the halving's behind us. And, you know, based off the playbook that we all know, we got a year and a half. All right. So I really think that the market's going to do its best job to confuse the living shit out of you. It's going to, you know, try to shake you out, try to test your conviction, try to get you to second guess what you know, and it's to try to make you sell. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, the day after you sell is the day we pump. And, you know, that I've seen that. I've lived that. It's rough. So for me, I put out a tweet yesterday that was kind of like, you know, the difference between a trader and an investor. And I kind of think that line gets blurred too much in crypto. I feel like a lot of people, well, first of all, a lot of beginners and a lot of people just getting into the space, you know, it's not like they're trading with 6-figure bags. Okay. It's not like they have $1 million. And a lot of people, you know, they're only trading with, you know, $5, $10, maybe $20,000. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem that these people find themselves in is that they're blurring the line between a trader and an investor. And I really, really want you to do your best I want the people listening to optimize the little you have into the most you can get. And I know that sounds obvious, but you need to ask yourself, am I trading or am I investing? Or is there a part I'm trading and a part I'm investing? Because you got to play the game. You know what I mean? Like for me, I would say probably 75% of my entire crypto net worth is investing. That is DCAing every week. Consistency. That's the name of the game. DCA every week, no matter what. And I plan to do that probably well into September, October, because then if, you know, the top of the bull market sticks to the playbook, you know, Q4 next year, maybe bleeding into 2026 a little bit, I will have held everything for at least a year. And, you know, I definitely don't want to get into it. Another tax conversation on this channel, guys. Don't talk about taxes in the chat. But I do want to hold my stuff for at least a year for long-term capital gains. The other 25% of my bag, that is my day trades. That is my jump in, jump outs. That is my meme coins. That is, you know, a lot of leverage. All right. And I'm able to separate those two things in my head, because what happens is a lot of people, they will, I'll get a random DM. It happened a lot when the H-bar pump happened. Actually, when the H-bar pump happened, I got a lot of DMs on Twitter saying, hey, Jay, I bought $5,000 worth of H-bar. Should I sell? See, one, I can't answer that question legally. Can't answer that question. 2, do you have a plan? You write it down? Do you know, like, at what levels are you going to sell? Do you have an exit strategy? Do you have a scenario A, B, C, D, all based off of, you know, increments, like 3-month increments, stuff like that? Probably not, right? So I feel like if you're a beginner, if you have found yourself kind of just throwing money at letters, stop, back up, create a game plan. What do I mean by create a game plan? How would I create a game plan for every single thing I buy? If it's my weekly DCA, if it's my leverage trades, if it's whatever, write it down. Write it down in the book. And if it's a day trade, put your goal. I'd like to get 5%. If I could get 5% and do that 3 times this week, I would have X based off my capital. I would like this bag to double. I would like this bag to 5 or 10X or whatever. The problem with people asking for a 10X is that you don't realize how much you're asking for. So I only need a 5X. I only need a 5X. 5X, I'm good. Sunset, baby. Sunset. Driving into it. All right. And so because of that, I have kind of worked out my exit strategy to a point where basically, as we go up the hill, say I just arbitrarily, say I buy something at 10 cents. Say I buy something at 10 cents, right? And it gets to, 70 cents. I'm probably, for the most part, mostly out of that bag already. I'm not, I mean, obviously I'm probably going to leave 20%, 25% exposure for when I kind of sell the top of my goals. So the top of the market and the top of my goals, 2 different things, 2 completely different things. And when I sell at the top of my goals, I'm still going to leave some exposure in case it keeps going. So if it goes to $5, I'll still have a piece of my bag that goes there. But as long as I hit my goal, as long as, my initial investment's out and I, have like 5, 6X with the majority of my bag, I'm happy. So and say you have a bunch of, you hold a bunch of crypto and you have not made a plan yet. You have not written it down in the book. Go back. You can go to Coinbase, Phemex. You can see all the things you've ever bought. You can look at the list. All right. Go back and systematically figure out this percentage was bought. If we're talking about Hedera, this percentage was bought at 3 cents. This percentage was bought at 7 cents. This percentage was bought at 12 cents, whatever. And try to figure out, I think even Coinbase will show you the average. It'll show you your average purchase right there on Coinbase. Figure out your average. And then if you're not on Coinbase, figure out your average and then write down your goal and write down at what price are you going to sell which percent. And that's when, when people say their number, whatever it is, 1 million, 4 million, 100,000, 25 million, whatever your number is, you don't get your number by saying, oh, I put in $10,000. I want to sell at 100,000. No, that's not how you get your number. You get your number by in the goal that you write. Say you bought Hedera at 4 cents. I'm going to try to sell it at 80 cents or 70 cents or whatever. Or at 70 cents, I'll sell 50%. At 75%, at 75 cents, I'll sell half of what's left. And then I'll let the other half ride. But if it falls back down to 50 cents, I'll sell it there. And then add up how much you would make in that scenario. That's what would be one scenario. All right. And then you get your number not by saying, oh, I put in 10,000, I want to get 100,000. You get your number by adding up the scenario or the average of your scenarios for each coin you hold. Add that up for each coin. That's how you get your number. Okay. So your number isn't just a thing you say, it's a thing you calculate. I do want to make a more detailed video about, this sort of exit strategy I have. I do have multiple scenarios for each coin. And that's kind of based off of where the price is by a certain date. Okay. So it's kind of based off of where we are, when we are. All right. And based off that is when I will kind of toggle each scenario. So it is kind of confusing, but I do want to say that a lot of people have questions about that stuff. And I kind of wanted to go into a little rant about that. JC. All right, man. 10X in crypto is a no-brainer. All right. We got to talk, JC. Me and you. No one else is here. 155 people, y'all can leave. Me and JC. We're going to talk this out. A 10X in crypto is a no-brainer, huh? Do you all realize how much you're asking for, any project to 10x. Like, the problem is that back in 2016, 2017, the early years of crypto, that like became a standard. It became like this number, like the stereotype, so to speak, like the 10x your bag. It's very like common thing you hear. As time goes on, it's going to get harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to 10x your bag. All right, a 10x is a no joke. Like, no joke. Things like, I think a lot of people hold crypto as if like they're the only person holding this crypto and this number just needs to go up, and it just happens magically, and there's not like an entire ecosystem. There's not another thousands and thousands of people all trying to do the same exact thing you're trying to do. Like, a 10x is today's day and age for something in top 100 crypto to 10x. It's going to happen less and less as time goes on. It's going to happen less and less as time goes on. Is it impossible? No. Will projects in the top 100 right now 10x? Yes. But I want you guys to be really pragmatic, realistic about what is capable, what is possible. Have we, I just don't want, this is what gets people in trouble. It's kind of more where I'm coming from. It has less to do with, do I think you can do it? Do I think you can multiply? It's not a confidence thing. It's that mindset can get you in trouble. And what I mean by that is, remember 2021, crypto, in the 60s, and everybody on the internet, and I mean everybody on the everybody on the internet, 100K, 100K, 100K. That's all you heard. 100K. Did crypto go to 100K? Nope. Did everyone think when it went from 60 to 40 something that it was going to pop back up and go to 100? Yup. And then it went from 40 something to 15 something. And everyone was wrong. And because they had that number in their head, oh, I want it to 10x, I want to get to 100K, you never even had a chance to sell the top because you were so drunk the Kool-Aid on what you thought was possible. So I want you guys to be able to take what the market gives you. I want you guys to be disciplined enough to say, a 4x here is good. You know what? A 6x here is good. Because, and if you want to leave exposure, you want to leave another 25% of your bag after you 6x to climb the hill, sure. But the all in, all out mentality, rookie mistake. You putting all of your money into like 2 or 3 projects, rookie mistake. Because if one thing goes wrong, it's just, and I've seen this. I've been through a couple cycles now. I've played this out in my head, and I see it. And I just want you guys, to actually walk away with the money you make in crypto. Making the money isn't the hard part. Keeping it, that's another story. All right. Keeping it's another story. All right, man. Sweet. All right. Skittles McFly, AJ writes crypto. Check out the possible setup for a jug and handle, the jug and handle on Bitcoin. If we cover a measured move, 51K, Steve Jones saw this too. Mike J, so you're saying there's a chance. God damn it, Mike. Oh, man. All right. Guys, be nice to JC. I didn't mean to slam dunk on you, JC. But, man, I just want you guys to have a firm grasp on, like, hey, man, like, let's say, a year and change from now, we start to really climb up the hill. Like, there needs to be a point where you say, you know what, man? All right, I'm going to tell the story, and then I'm going to keep going. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to keep going. I'll go back to the jug and handle. I got a bunch of charts picked out for you. Got a couple stories, all the things. Okay. It's also Thursdays today. If anyone wants a portfolio rating, do whatever you want. All right. So I have a family member. I'm not going to say her name, but so she bought a lot, and I mean a lot, of sand, 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 at like 2 cents, 4 cents. Like, saw it coming early on the narrative, had the drop, not insider trading or anything, but just early, just saw it early, got involved in a big way, deep pockets, wrote it up. Sand, remember the metaverse pump in 2021, dude? Oh my God, that was crazy. That was insane. Remember like Blocktopia and Mana and Engine and all these projects just pumping. It was crazy. Anyway, she's holding sand and she bought it very early and it starts to go up. Sand went to $6. Sand went to $6 early. This is before the blow off top. At $6, I said, hey, you bought most of this bag under 10 cents. Did you sell anything? Did you sell any of it at all? Any of it? And this is way more than a 10x, everybody. Way more than a 10x. No, I didn't sell any of it yet. I think it's going to keep going. I'm not selling anything. Okay. I remember where I was. I was at Frightland in Newark or Newcastle, Delaware. It's a haunted attraction, right over the bridge where Blue Diamond used to be. Great time. Love going there. If I end up in Maryland, Philadelphia area at Halloween, I'll go to Frightland to this day, being 32. It's a great time. I have a bunch of friends that work there and stuff like that. I was at Frightland and I looked at my phone. I got a couple text messages. I looked at my phone and I could not believe myself. From the time I drove from my dad's house to Frightland, I made $12,000. $12,000 in a 40-minute drive. And I was like, oh my goodness, taking some of this off the table for sure. Taking some of this off the table. And I look at the prices and sand was at $8. $8. And my family member who bought it, most of the bag, less than 10 cents, I immediately get on the horn. Hey, sell your sand. It's at $8. Get out of there. But what if it could go to $10? This is what happens in crypto. This is the problem with how the astronomical amount of money that you can make in crypto. And this is the problem when someone with zero to no experience has a massive bag pumping. All right. What if it can go to $10? Famous last words. Because it started to bleed and bleed and bleed and bleed. And did she sell any of that sand? Nope. None of it. None of the sand was sold. To this day. And man, that's the last thing I want to see happen to my audience. That will not happen to my audience. I will reach through this screen, slap you in the face and click sell and come back out. And it wasn't me. That's impossible. I mean, I can't go through my computer screen. That's literally breaking the laws of physics, guys. But I will try. Lessons learned, guys. Lessons learned. And, to be honest, if that was my bag, I wouldn't have even got most of my bag to $8. I would have sold most of my bag way back where, because I would have hit my goal. And then the other 25% of my bag would have caught the rest of the pumps. But that's why you leave some in. That's why you always leave some exposure. I'm not telling you to not take your entire bag I'm not telling you to not take any of your bag all the way to the moon. But as long as you hit your goal, whatever that is, it's a goal-oriented space. It does not matter. Does not matter what a chart can do. It matters what you need the chart to do for most of your money. So never, ever forget that. Okay. We need to hold each other accountable. I agree. And Karen Harris, send me an email. Because I know you have a platinum membership in the Telegram, and I have not talked to you yet. So Karen, make sure you send me an email. We'll catch up. Good stuff. All right. Do a quick overview here. My morning rant was extra spicy today, but hey, you got to get the point across, everybody. Right before we do this, I do want to say we got about 200 people in the house watching this show. Right now, there's 200 people watching this show. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Those are two things you can do to really help this channel. We're almost getting to 14,000. Almost getting to 14,000. I could not be more excited about that. I mean, what, this channel been going for what, 6 months now? Six months? Not bad. Not bad. We're growing one day at a time. Let's just keep doing it. All right. Bitcoin, 59,000 on the nose. 59,000 on the nose, just under 3,000 for Ethereum. So we are kind of waking up, with that support resistance level of 58,000. I'm sure we'll see on the chart here soon. That is important. That is important. Skittles McFly in the chat says, Grogger Nation Unite. Funny you say that. Grogger drop coming your way very soon. Very, very soon. Dogecoin back above 13. Solana 138. All right. This is kind of annoying. I want to look at the gainers and the losers because I want to isolate that volatility. I want to see what is really, I clicked the wrong button there. Dude, I don't know what is going on. I think I need to buy a new laptop. And that's fine because I need as many tax write-offs as I can get. Because, yeah, geez Louise. All right, come here. I don't know if it's going to let us look at the gainers and the losers today. Well, we can at least say that there's 14,000 coins, 1,066 exchanges. The total crypto market cap is $2.3 trillion. 24-hour volume, 109 billion. I just want to look at the gainers and the losers, and it's not letting me. And Bitcoin dominance is at exactly 50%, which is very interesting. We do just get a portfolio rating there. I will save those for the very end of the show. All right, top 100, Pepe, 24%, Arweave, 21%, which is big because Arweave was down big yesterday. Shout out to anybody who caught that one. I'm not going to lie, I didn't see it. I noticed that it was down, but I wasn't looking at the chart on that one. Pepe up, Bonk, Wormhole, Dog Whiff did put a conditional range in a trade in the Telegram group yesterday for Dog Whiff. I'll show you that chart a little bit here, and obviously that did very well. We got a lot of things above 10%. The graph, 24 cents. It's really good to see the wake up here a little bit. And this is normal. This is normal. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm not going to say this is something it is or is not. I would like to see crypto. I mean, listen, what really matters in terms of recovery is the structure of the chart. Structure. So like larger the time frame, the more it matters. And until we can on the 4 hour or on the 6 hour put in higher highs, higher lows, and form an up channel or an ascending, broadening channel, some sort of bullish structure, higher highs, higher lows, this could just be the next leg up in the down channel. I do want you to be aware of that, and I will show you that on the chart as well. Here, I'm just going to do this portfolio rating really fast so I don't have to screenshot it and do all that stuff. All right, we got a $5 super chat. Thanks for the super chat. 30K portfolio. The goal is only a 7X. Good for you. Way to be pragmatic. 13% XRP, 10 ICP, ADA, AGIX, Link, both 8%, 7% for Jasmy, Vet, Algorand, 5%, Gala, Crow, GFI. Wow, GFI, a lot of people with GFI lately. I'm interested to learn more about that. Filecoin, Ondo, and some mixed microcaps. Yeah, I think that this is a really solid bag, to be honest with you. I like the Jasmy pick. I have a really, really good friend of mine. I went to kindergarten with him, and we ran into each other at the Supercross track. And he started telling me about Jasmy. I mean, I'm talking a while back. And he was like, yeah, he's hilarious. He does this laugh thing when he talks. And he was like, man, I made $70,000 on Jasmy, bro. I sold it. I still owed some, but I sold it. I've been traveling. I was like, yo, what? My homie Jesse made $70,000 on Jasmy. And then he proceeded to tell me about the whole thing with Jasmy. I kind of knew it's been on my radar, but I didn't really do a deep dive into it. You know what I mean? And man, the whole connection with Japan, and I'm impressed. He's going to come on the show and we're going to talk about Jasmy one of these days. So I think Jasmy is a good pick. I've been looking at it for outside the top 100. I bought a couple $1,000s in it a couple days ago, actually. And I think it's a cool project. So a 7X. So really the large caps you're holding is, so we're talking ADA, XRP is 23% of your bag. So 31% with Chainlink and 41% with ICP, and everything else is pretty smaller. So really, do I think ICP and Chainlink and 7? I think so. I think those are larger caps. I would really be looking for more of a safe 4 or 5x from those. But I think they can go further. But I'm always kind of playing if I think it can do 12, it can definitely do 4. Like, I'm always kind of playing that game in my head. XRP and ADA, I don't hate it. I like ADA a little bit more than XRP right now. And obviously I think the distribution is backwards in this portfolio. If you went, 13%, let's even say 30% GFI, 10% VET, 10% Jasmy, 10% CRO even, or Ondo. And then, so if this portfolio, its distribution was backwards, where the smaller caps had larger percentages and the larger caps had smaller percentages, that would be a little bit more aligned with your goals in terms of, the pumps you're trying to catch. I mean, it's a $30,000 bag. So we are talking a good amount of money here. So you do want to play the protection game a little bit, but I personally think you're playing the protection game a little bit too much. I like the coin selection. The distribution is good, but it's too top heavy into the top part of it. You know what I mean? When you're really talking, 40 some percent of your bag is top 20. It's gonna hold you back a little bit trying to get to that 7. I do like that your goal is pragmatic 7x. I think the likelihood of you achieving your goal is pretty high. And that's really what matters in Rate My Portfolio. It's not really about the bias, what I think. It's not about you holding my favorite coins or not. It's about the likelihood of you achieving your goal. And I think in that case, although I would change the distribution around personally if it was me, I still think the likelihood of you achieving your goal is high. I'm going to give you an 87. Good job. All right. Perfect. Sweet. All right. Checking out the chat. All right. Let's go. Couple little things here. I'm going to run through a little bit of stories here. All right. I'm buying a new laptop this week, man. PayPal expands crypto offerings with MoonPay integration. PayPal is linked up with MoonPay to offer its millions of users access to over 100 cryptocurrencies. Hell yeah. That's the story. It's just good. Listen, these are the little stories along the way that make a big difference. They make a big difference because I got the hiccups right now. It's really all about that accessibility. It's about, because not everybody is going to put it together to make a Coinbase. Not everybody is going to download MetaMask and write down all the words. Not everybody's going to do that. Most people stop at that point. Unless it's just an app, you can just pick up your phone, bloop, 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 bloop. The more simple it is, the more people will get involved. And when you can get this kind of accessibility into apps that you already have on your phone, like PayPal, that's big. That's big. It's the little things like this with MoonPay that are going to pay off big time in the long run. Shout out to PayPal. I really didn't like that thing that they did or didn't do. I don't even know about, if you say something bad on social media, they can basically steal money from your account. There was some bullshit story like that. I have no idea what happened with that. But yeah. But at least you can buy crypto on there. It's good to see, the big players getting involved there. Want to talk about this really fast. So Jerome, okay. The Fed, all right, they pretty much rule out a hike, which is good. That the hike is off the table. Thank goodness. They didn't do anything. All right, and we'll just read this little thing right here. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said it was unlikely that the central bank's next move will be a rate hike. The comment spurred for a rally for 3 major averages, with the Dow surging more than 500 points in its session high. Central bank policymakers kept rates steady at the conclusion of their May meeting, holding a range at 5.25 to 5.5. So they did not do anything. Another pause. They're saying we're likely not going to hike. What I hate about them saying that, hey, we're not going to hike, it kind of flips the story completely, because weren't they going to slash? You know what I mean? Them saying we're not going to hike is great, but the slash idea that was supposed to happen in the beginning of the year, which would have been way better for all the markets, including crypto, keeps pushing back. Obviously, they have a lot of things to deal with on their end. Another little part of this, and this is the 6th meeting straight, by the way, number 6 of them, doing nothing, keeping the rates where they are. And he also is saying that Jerome Powell, big takeaway from yesterday, that the looming U.S. election will not sway rate decisions. And, thank God he's doing his job. That's really all I can say about that. I think Jerome and everyone is really in a tough spot. They got to worry about stagnation. They got to worry about the administration change. They have inflation creeping up. The dollar's in a weird spot. Like, man, he doesn't have an easy job. One man can't solve the problems for everybody. But I am at least glad to hear them say that the election isn't going to change anything, because it shouldn't, because you would think that, the Biden administration would want to bolster the numbers, would want to appear stronger than they are. That doesn't, at least they're not getting through the Fed and making things look, I think a lot of people see things for what they are right now. And I really don't want to get into politics, but there's really no version of this in my mind where a bunch of Americans say, all right, let's go vote for Biden. Let's get 4 more years of someone not knowing which way to walk off the stage. I don't see it happening. If you lean to the left a little bit, vote for RFK. I'm totally good with that. I'm good with RFK. I'm good with Trump. I'm good with whatever is not now. If you love crypto, if you want to see crypto progress in a meaningful way to make the difference that it can, there has to be an administration change. Absolutely has to be an administration change. It is that simple. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to make anyone feel weird. I know people get weird about politics. All right. I'm flat out, I'm a conservative. I lean to the right for a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that I'm not willing to look at it from both sides. That doesn't mean I agree with everything on the right side of the aisle, but I will 100% say with full confidence that with Operation Choke Point 2.0, with the flat out assault against crypto from the left side of the aisle, from the Biden administration to Elizabeth Warren to Gary Gensler, the list goes on and on. It's the people on the right side of the aisle, like Patrick McHenry, that are actually putting up a fight. And that's, I have to be a one-issue voter on this. I have to vote. I have to stand with crypto. It's as simple as that. So, this is my life, everybody. This is what I do for a living. I've been doing crypto for a living for, 4 years now. 4 years now, maybe 5. I lost track. But this is how I live. Okay. And of course I want to fight for my career. I want to fight for Ben's career and all the other crypto influencers out there and everyone, all the traders out there. We all have found a common ground, talking about this thing of ours. And I don't want to see it go away because of a bunch of political bullshit. All right. Going to keep rolling. All right. So let me check the chat really quick here. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with a lot of the chat. You guys are awesome. We got a lot of really amazing people here in the Grogger Nation. I do want to say, I'm not going to go on this for too long, but I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I see the same names in the chat every day, and there's a lot of positivity going on. And we have something here. We really have something here on AJ Writes Crypto. I know it's a smaller channel. Like we don't have the momentum that other people have, but what we have is special. And I'm going to keep going no matter what. I'm going to wake up every day and talk about crypto. That's not going away. I know that this channel can continue to grow. To be completely honest with you, I thought that it would grow faster, considering how fast we got to the first 10,000. Oh, I mean, dude, this channel, when we went from 0 to 10,000 in what felt like overnight, and I thought we were going to keep rolling, and it has not done that. And I do have myself to blame for that. I know that I need to do more pre-record videos, but I am a very busy person, but that's not an excuse. I need to make more time. And it is simple as that. If I want to really get this thing off the ground, like if I want that momentum back that I started with, I have to double down, and it is that simple. So it's up to me. It's up to me. I can't ask anybody else to carry it for me. I can't rely on other people. All I'm going to say is that I saw from firsthand every mistake that Ben made along the way, and I think a lot of the meaningful part of my channel and my story and my journey in crypto is that I literally learned from the best, and I literally learned from someone who made more mistakes than he should have. So maybe I'm playing it a little safe. Maybe I'm not taking as many chances with my channel. I'm not taking as many risks with my channel because I've seen what happens on the other side of that coin. And I am going to not make mistakes that Ben made. And I think in time, with momentum and consistency, just like investing, YouTube channels like consistency, I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing. And I really just wanted to take a second to say thank you to each and every one of you that have been here from the beginning. And all right, I know price prediction videos. I know I'm going to bring them back. I just wanted to try to do the channel without them for a while. I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to see if I could get 10,000 views on a video without doing a price prediction, and maybe I'll be able to do that eventually, so one day at a time. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate all the love. All right. Price predictions are my weakness too, Ellie. I'm right there with you. All right. So I do want to say really quick here that, this little setup right here, I want to talk about a couple charts. Dog whiff. I really like trading dog whiff because, man, this thing, when anything else moves 2%, this moves 10. This moves 10. So this right here, a lot of like some of my trading strategy, right, is based off of what I like to call a conditional range. Okay. So when the chart finds itself in, a kind of a sideways range like this, okay, I am very quick to identify that and very quick to realize what happens if the chart breaks down or out of that range. So, a lot of this the simple scalp strategy that I've made over time, some of it is, when the price action on the 12-minute chart closes above the 50 EMA. All right. So right here, closed above the 50 EMA. All you would do is set the stop loss right below the previous low. Okay. You go in off of the close, by the way. So that would be here. Okay. And from there, from top to bottom, we're talking about 18% in 22 hours. Right now, 16.2%, just based off of the idea of we had confluence, we had a green dot on market cipher B right here, coming up on the oscillator, coming up in the VWAP, up in the money flow, and the price action closing above the price action closing above the 50 EMA on the 12-minute chart. All right, that was idea number one. Idea number two was this conditional range that I put in the Telegram group. All right, and this chart was posted after this spike, by the way. This chart was posted later last night, I think right in here somewhere. So I identified the support resistance, okay, and right here it bounced off the 200, so I was not worried about that. So if you set your alarm at 263 and went off of the break of this alarm right here, top to bottom, we're looking at about 8% in 6 hours. And if you are still in the trade, you're up about 6.2% right now. So that is, really, but now you have to also be a little bit worried. I'd be a little bit concerned about this trade at this point. Look, anchor wave, trigger wave on market cipher B. As the price goes up, we do have bearish divergence forming on the 12-minute. So now if this thing turns around and we cross this, excuse me, if we cross the EMA, you could even use that as a short, or you could use this 263 level as a level that if we lose it, you could short it to the next support resistance range, which makes sense based off the volume profile, which would be about a 4.6% trade. Now, that is kind of some of the meat and potatoes of my trading strategy. I've been knocking it out of the park lately, everybody. I've been knocking it out of the park. And I do want to give a shout out to everybody in my Telegram group. I know there's been a lot of questions, some beginners in the group. That's totally cool. I want to help as many people as I can, regardless of your skill set in crypto. And if you want to join the Telegram group and get amazing trades like that, like the one I just showed you before it happens, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We will help you take your trading to the next level. We have over 110 people in the group. It's been going for just about a month right now. So everyone who did the 1 month tryout, I gave them an extra 2 weeks. Just because when I was sick, I did not post for a couple of days, and I really felt awful about that. But I was really sick, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But I am going to give them a little bit of extra time to learn the strategy to make up for the days that I missed. So if you want to get yourself involved, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. I'd appreciate it. We're winning a lot of trades over there. All right, so let's kind of go through the ringer here of the charts. So, oh man, there's so much chart graffiti on this one here. I'm gonna try to. Oh no, it is actually. I know you guys can't see it right now because I'm deleting all the chart graffiti, but like it is actually hilarious when I just go to a chart that I had pulled up yesterday, and I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, what happened here? Oh man. All right, so share this having said, I do want to take a quick little look at the dollar. Look at the dollar here. Oh, wrong button. All right, so it's still in this ascending, broadening channel here. All right, it is kind of coming down just a little bit, and see that little line that I have drawn up there. It did get rejected from this line twice. Okay, so this was actually drawn from this idea here, from back here. I drew this line because it reject right there. Happened again. So, but also I would say if I was trading the dollar, I would say it's in a conditional range. Because look at this. It keeps, getting shut down from here and keeps bouncing off of here. But guess what? It is going to run out of time. And this is a little bit more in depth of my trading strategy because let me zoom to the hour here, because eventually this conditional range is going to run into the band of the downtrend, or it's going to run into the ceiling of support resistance. So this right here is what I like to refer to as a point of intersection. So, this is going to intersect with this on May 22nd, 20 days from now. This thing will either have to break above support resistance or break down out of the uptrend that it's been in. So that kind of gives you a little, can give you a little time to know, okay, this is going to happen. The point of intersection with the dollar is going to happen in 20 days. So, we can use that to our advantage. That's information that we did not have before. Kind of isolating sections of the chart, so that's a part of it. I know some people are saying, have a good one, Skittles McFly. Thanks for being here. I know some people are saying that everyone give up on Pulse. I haven't given up on Pulse. So that's the dollar right now. It's in that conditional range. Set that alarm on here, set that alarm here, and set the alarm of the ascending up channel. I'll zoom out and show it to you. Set the alarm of this. Okay. And also have an alarm set at 107. All right. Those are all the alarms on the dollar. You can kind of pause right here, draw that yourself, and set alarms on those. Somebody asked in the chat, did we give up on Pulse? Well, I haven't given up on Pulse. I actually think Pulse is really cool. Phemex has been actually making a big effort to make Pulse better. And they're giving away 10,000 PT tokens a day, and right now they're like 82 cents per token. So they're giving around over $8,000 every day. And there's 3 rounds of so you get points from posting in Pulse, you get points for trading on Phemex, for inviting friends on Phemex. You get these points, and then you can use your points to get into a raffle. And there's 3 raffles every day, and you can win on the raffle and win free PT tokens. And not only that, you can join the groups like my group or Ben's group, or here I can actually show you really fast. So right here, so this right here is my group. So let me pull this over here. So this is on Phemex Pulse. I have this. My group is ranked number 6. We have over 772 people in the group. Right here, I actually posted a conditional range on Phantom that I posted in my Telegram group yesterday. So if I put 4 or 5 charts in my Telegram group every day, sometimes I put even more than that. I will put one of them for free for everyone to see every day on Phemex Pulse. So you can, if you don't have the money to join the Telegram group, you can still get some of the alpha from it right here on Phemex Pulse. The link is in the description if you want to sign up. And there's a lot of people that post in here all the time, posting their setups, posting their trade wins, posting their ideas. There's a lot of people. There's 772 people here every single day. And you can win PT rewards. You can join other people's groups. I mean, there's a lot here. There's a lot here, everybody. I would get involved for sure. There's my group's 807 now. Excuse me. We have my group. I know Ben has one. Tom Crown has one. I know there's a couple. Kaya right here is pretty cool. There's a lot of really good groups here, and I would use this as a tool because it's a place where you can. I thought there was 3 raffles a day, but it's a place where you can talk to other traders. Hey, what are you guys trading today? Hey, look at this chart on this. Do you have any ideas about that? Get involved. Get involved. It is what you make it. It is what you make it. And I post one setup there every day to give you insight on the types of ideas you'll be getting on Telegram. Okay, and they base it on tips now, and I think that's cool. I don't really care about that, but I think that is a good idea. Andy Lee, to join the Telegram group, do you have to make another Phemex account? So yes and no. So the reason, to in the checklist to sign up for the Telegram group, having your Phemex UID made under my link is a requirement on the checklist. And I do that because 1, it makes the in-group giveaways a lot easier, and because I can just ship it directly to your UID. That's number 1. And 2, my deal with Phemex is a really big deal to me, and I needed a way to continue to keep that going. Not that I was going to lose it or anything, but I wanted to do better numbers. And since the Telegram group is something that I'm really putting a lot of time into, I feel like it's fair that people would sign up under my link. And you can actually if you already have an account, you can do like a sub account under that one, so you don't have to do another email address. Sometimes that's kind of confusing to people. So I just say, personally with you, I have 4 Phemex accounts, 4. So I don't think it's a big deal to have another one. No big deal. And also I would like for the group, if you already have a Phemex account and then you make another one to be in the group, I would say to do all your trades from the group in that account to separate your progress from your normal trades and the trades you get from here. That's kind of my thought with that as well. So, but it takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. No big deal. So hold on. I do want to look at this other setup. Okay. Wait, which one was that really fast? Enter. One second. I forget the one that I posted. Okay, it's right. Oh man, there are so many setups in the Pulse group. I was actually scrolling through it to find the post I put up last night. I had it and then I refreshed it, and then there's everything else populated, and now I can't find it because I wanted to see what. Wow. Yeah, shout out to Blocky Crypto, man. There's some people really posting some smart stuff in the group, and it's really good to see that. All right, I give up on that. What I'm going to do is going to come over here. Yes, I actually think that it was this conditional range right there. Okay. Boom. All right, sweet. So, Phantom FTM, this is a chart I target all the time. This is a chart that gets a lot of attention from your boy AJ here. And that is because I've been trading Phantom for a long time, and I just kind of understand how it moves a little bit more than everything else. I would say that my edge on Phantom is larger than my edge on other charts. As you can see, I had a conditional range for the chat right here. This worked out pretty big to the downside. You could have shorted from this idea right here, top to bottom, 4 days, 14%. not bad. And then this created a new conditional range between 66 and 62.5, where we were in between this yesterday. So we actually bounced off of the bottom and then came back to the top. So this is a 2-hour chart, by the way. And if we went from top to bottom here, you're still looking at about 3.95, just about a 4% trade. And if you're still in that trade from from the free trade I put on Phemex, that's also in the Telegram group, you're still up 2% on that. If you trade with leverage, not bad. But now I'm kind of keeping an eye on, what it's going to do. Is it going to use this support resistance level here as support, or is it going to lose it? And I would say in the event where we lose this level, what was this level at again? At 66, about 66 cents here. If we lose this level, I would maybe contemplate a short to the next support resistance, would be a 5.55% drop right there. All right, sweet. Awesome. So I wanted to look at a couple other things here. I'm a little bit over today, but we got a good show going. I want to keep the ball rolling. So let's look at Bitcoin really fast. I mean, can Bitcoin recover? I think that's, the question for the day. There's still 200 people in here right now. I know Ben's about to start his show, so I'm going to sign off here soon. But make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already on your way out the door. I'd really appreciate it. So can Bitcoin recover? That is the question. Well, here we are looking at Bitcoin. I have a lot of support resistance lines drawn on this chart. And on the 2-hour chart, we are, trying to retest the 50-day EMA. Anytime the chart is trading below the 50-day EMA, that is bearish continuation. And regardless of, how nice this little pop here has been, 5% in the last day, unless we need to break this 59.6 level right here. Very important to reclaim this level. And then beyond that, it's very important that we get above and close above the 50-day EMA on a larger time frame chart like the 2-hour chart. It doesn't mean much right now. We could easily just bounce off this and get rejected. We could easily come out here, bounce off this, get rejected. We could easily come up to the 200, bounce off that, get rejected. This pump does not mean much until we start forming higher highs, higher lows on larger time frames like the 2-hour chart. Structurally speaking, we are a fish out of water right now. Can we recover from this point? Yes, but am I convinced right now? No, because that structure is not there. It is just and if it is just beginning to form. All right, even when you kind of come on here, look at like a 12-minute chart, you kind of already see how sketchy, some of this has been. Would like to see the bull cross here on the 12-minute. Even if you kind of go with, my idea of getting the long base off a close on the 12, you'd be up 2.8% in 9 hours. And, this line here, we tested it here. We got rejected from it right here, and we're about to test it again. Like I said, this support resistance level is 59,680. So I would say about 59.7, make it simple. Keep a close eye on that level. Let's hope that we get above it. Don't guess, react to the market. So set that alarm, get prepared. Really quick, wanted to take a little look at Solana here. Had a conditional range for this one yesterday. Let's see how it played out from here to here. So we're up about 3.1% in 4 hours. Not bad. With leverage, that would be good. You see these conditional ranges, guys, man, these trades have been working very well lately. And that's what you set a tight stop. And just what's wrong with being in a small trade? If you're brand new to trading, you don't need to throw your whole bag in a trade. You don't need to be 10% of your bag in the trade. You should put a very small amount if you're just getting started. There's nothing wrong with being in a $20 trade. Nothing wrong with being in a $50 trade. Just to get a feel for it, especially if you're new. I know there's a lot of new people in here. So Solana has now found itself in a new conditional range between two support resistance levels, where one of them, so you want to alarm Solana at 135.6, and your next alarm should be at 142.3. Solana does like to move like a staircase, so let's hope that staircase continues, especially if Bitcoin gets above that support resistance level that we just talked about 3 minutes ago. I'm not going to look at that one. I want to find one more chart for everybody here. I'm going to try to find one that's volatile. That one's kind of boring right now. All right, I think we'll look at H-bar. H-bar has been a little bit all over the place lately. Hold on. Okay, sorry, checking the chat really fast. Someone wants to see R. All right, we'll look at H bar, then we'll look at R weave, and then we'll go. All right, so conditional range here. This was posted. This is a 2-hour chart. Let me go down to when this was posted. So this was posted last night, right around here. Okay. So as you can see, it has not really done anything yet. It's still well within the bounds of this range. If you wanted to use the scalp idea to go in after a close of the 12-minute, you could have that done right there. You've been up 2.5% in 4 hours. So, this is the conditional range for H bar. 10 cents here, 9.5 here. Set that alarm there, set that alarm there. If this alarm goes off, boom. This alarm goes off, bang. That is the strat. All right. So, oh yeah, we want to see R weave. Let me pull that up. All right, I want to leave that chart. I just got to make a new window here. One sec. Trading view. Share this tab instead. Come here. R weave AR. Finance, whatever. All right, let's start off by looking at the daily. Get a good solid look at R weave here. All right, so R weave had a pretty sick run. I mean, this thing absolutely ripped, guys. I mean, we're talking from beginning of February, over a month, 500% from $8 to $4.7. I talked about this coin before this happened. I did that video, like the top coins I'm pre-having or whatever. Rweave was one of them, and I've always said that between the storage coins, Filecoin and Rweave is the better choice because it has much better tokenomics. It takes a lot less market cap to do a lot more pumpamentals, and this thing has pumpamentals. Okay, even if we go from its current price point to its local high, we're still talking a 45% jump. All right, that's not bad. So it's also good that on the 2 hour that it held this support resistance level right here at 27.3. Really good to see that held up. It is kind of scaling down on the oscillator, which is not my favorite. It is good that it's not in the heavy green though on the daily, but it could be. And what worries me, we do have a gap in the volume profile here that actually goes through a support resistance level right there. There's a big old gap in the volume profile from 23 to 15. All right. And that would actually put us back into this value area. So, and that's why the price moved so quickly from right here, from 17.5 to 27. That's why it moved so quickly right there, because there's no volume there. All right. So in the event, it did hold up here, which is interesting, but we don't want to lose, set that alarm on 27.2 on Rweave, because we don't want to lose that. You could risk, dropping back down to 17, so the old value area would be a 34% drop if we lost that support resistance level. This is the daily chart, remind you. On the 2 hour, chart, we do have a 0.14, where a 14 is a strong degree of certainty on the dual band strength index. Love to see that. Get price action is currently above the 50 and the 200 EMA. Did just have a death cross, but it looks like it's hooking right back around for a quick bull cross. From here to the local high, we're looking at a 15% pump to local high. So consider this level your target right there. That would be a target, and that level is at 37, where we're at 32.6 right now. Zooming in further on the 12-minute, we do have bearish divergence in a big way on the 12-minute. I am aware that this chart pumped pretty heavy. It's one of the top movers since last night, to the tune of 21% in 14 hours. Damn, that is massive. But look at this, guys. Anchor wave, trigger wave going down while the price is going up, with the red dot on the 12-minute with the point of control down here at 27. I feel like even if it stays above, what you want to look for is, and what's interesting about, oops, why did I do that? What's interesting about where the EMA is right now is that 50 EMA is sitting directly on this support resistance level that was formed from the top of this. So I would consider that a target for a short. Would be about a 5.7% loss. That would make a lot of sense after pumping 20%. I would certainly monitor this. If you want a safer entry for this trade, I would wait. I would set an alarm right there at 32.5, because first of all, we have support resistance right here, and it was the local bottom right there. So if you want a safe entry on that, wait for the loss of this and come down here like that. So keep a close eye on Rweave. Set that alarm. Prepare yourself for the trade. My name's AJ Reg Crypto, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. Ben is showing how AJ's red line is perfect. Well, you're damn straight it was. You're damn straight it was. Yeah, Arrow move too. I'm aware of that. That is a coin that I hold. I'm gonna buy some more of that one actually. All right, you guys rock. Thank you for spending your Thursday morning with me. My name is AJ Wrights Crypto. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'd really, really appreciate it. If you want to take your trading to the next level, want to take it to the next step, join my Telegram group at ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We are killing trades over there every single day. Come take your trading to the next level. Send me an email. Let's get serious about this. Let's take this serious. Let's make some real motherfucking money. Let's do it. All right, let's go. Get rich. Don't get wrecked. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Be safe. Peace.